What? Uh, good evening, lamb chops. I love it. I love it when that happens. Anyway, how are we doing tonight? I'm okay. I'm glad I didn't freeze to death today. That's pretty exciting. Oh my goodness. It was like supposed to be a lot colder than it was. In a theater. Yeah, we're gonna see a movie tonight. It's supposed to be a lot colder than it ended up being. So, oh my god. Thank God for that not happening. Oh, what is it? It was, I gotta see what it is in Celsius. I meant to do that before I started. Hold up. Uh, Fahrenheit to Celsius. Okay. It was supposed to be negative 30 Fahrenheit, which is negative 34 Celsius. Okay. I was like, thought it might be some crazy number. Always a good day when you don't freeze to death. It's true. It's true. I had a friend too who lives in a different state who was like, it got negative 60 by him Fahrenheit. So I was like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, I'm not going outside. I'm like, good, yeah, don't go outside. Oh my God. So yeah, we're gonna watch a movie. So I'm glad we could all meet at the theater. I even have Fua Fua here because, of course, he should get to see it too. He's a big fan. Um, let's see, we're gonna see Nosferatu. It came out in 1922. So I did find a version with sound, but a fun fact for you is basically every release of this movie that came out, there was a different soundtrack with it. Because the very first original one that premiered in Berlin when this movie came out wasn't recorded, so the original has kind of been lost to time. So a good quick way to convert Celsius to minus 30 and then 1/2. Oh, good to know. I always thought it was like some wicked, weird formula to convert them because it's like 32 Fahrenheit is 0 Celsius. So I was always thought it was like super weird. Uh, but yeah. So anyway, Nosferatu. It's black and white, obviously. Um, negative 30 sounds like Alaska. Pretty close. I mean, Minnesota. We're basically Canada at this point. I do have a bunch of fun facts that I researched a little bit just to make sure I was brushed up on my vampire lore. There's gonna be some, I think they're fun facts anyway. 32 is close enough to 30, and but 5/9 is close to 1/2. It's not accurate, but it's close enough for conversion. Hmm. Gotcha, gotcha. Let's see. So yeah, I guess we'll just go in the theater and get seated, yeah? Alright, let's go. Oh, oh, oh. Wasn't aware the first brewing was in Berlin. Yeah, but I think that's where it was filmed, I think. Sorry, that one, I might be a little wrong there. But it's very inspired by German expressionism, so that's why some of the scenes and stuff look a little wonky. Uh, when I was researching it, it's like German expressionism has kind of died out. Like the only thing that's really left that does German expressionism is Tim Burton. But yeah, big influence. Films are often influenced a lot by history and what was going on at the time. And you're glad Fluid could join me too. uh, Films are often inspired by like the history. I mean, I'm not a historian, so I can't really go too into it, obviously. But the big thing about this one that happened at the time, it was right after World War One, and the Spanish flu epidemic was kicking in. So that kind of gives you an idea. And you'll see a lot of the motifs in this movie as to why it was so scary for people. It's just why it was so scary for people because people were so scared. Like Germans had just lost the war. They didn't have a lot. Like they were financially, economically, everything struggling. They were on the struggle bus in Germany at the time. And the other thing that So like, yeah, they lost the war, so they're already kind of all depressed. But the other thing that had people very like terrified was the Spanish flu. Like that was the number one killer right now after the war. So that's why Nosferatu in here, he looks more like European folklore stuff. So he's closer to looking like a rat than the vampires we know today. Because also it's inspired by Bram Stoker, right? Bram Stoker. Hi, Rusu, welcome in. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I'm just going over some vampire lore for everybody. So it was very inspired by Bram Stoker's Dracula, but they didn't have the money nor means to get the copyright, so they had to change a whole lot. Hence why this vampire tale, it's rough to even call it like based on of Bram Stoker's Dracula, but it is. That was the inspiration for a lot of it. Good luck in the stream. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, not long after World War One. And so there was actually like a bunch of legal stuff that happened, like because at this time Bram Stoker had passed away, but his wife was like constantly battling anybody who tried to make a vampire thing for like copyright and stuff. Wow. They were constantly fighting for like copyright laws and stuff for their late husband's novel. So that's why part of like the sound never got recorded. The copies that are left of Nosferatu all kind of look like this. There's no air quotes on good version of it because so many of them got destroyed because she would hunt down these tapes and stuff like and destroy them because she's like, you can't have that vampire movie, because like once she realized that like she couldn't like win copyright law fights legally over this movie, she didn't want anyone to have it. So yeah, that's why there's not a lot of versions of this that are good quality. That's why there's every time you find a version of it, there's probably a different soundtrack because people are just having to like black market mix these things together. Kind of funny we can only view it now because copyright expired, right? Isn't that ironic? Sorry, Miss Stroker. we're doing it for education, Miss Stroker. Trust us, please. Don't let your ghost come in here and vampirize my vampirisms. And its history is so steeped in copyright issues, right? Oh, it's funny. Oh, but we should start it. I'm sorry. I could go on forever. I love vampires so much. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, the only other like fun fact I wanted to give before we started is that like yes, it's a very very influential vampire movie, but also it's very influential for horror in general. I tried to see what its official ranking was, but I couldn't find like a clear list. I can't navigate Rotten Tomatoes too good. But it is still like at least in the top 10 of all-time scariest movies. And when I looked at it today, it had like a 97% or something like that. So I thought that was super cool that like this movie's over 100 years old and it's still like so regarded so highly. But yeah, okay. We're gonna go ahead. Naruhodo. Yes. Sir, I don't think I've ever like sat down and watched a silent movie. Hello? Can you? I was waiting for the pause bar to get off it. There we go. Good. Oh yeah, and look, the guy who plays the vampire, his name is Max Shrek. That's funny. I guess he had a lot of famous roles, but this is the only one people remember him for. Number 5 ranking high in the public domain. Ooh, nice. Thank you for finding that out. That's awesome. Hell yeah. But oh yeah, and Max Shrek. So like the whole reason he was even cast to play Orlog, whatever. His name's not Dracula in this. It's Orlog or something. Maximum Shrek. Exactly. That's what's so funny. He was cast in this because the director's like, "You're ugly. You want to play a vampire for me?" That's literally how he got casted. The director thought he was so ugly. that he was like, you can play a monster, and we won't even have to buy makeup. And so that's what they did. Oh, in the Diary of Jonathan Callis, oral history magazine. Nosferatu, the name alone can chill blood. Nosferatu, who brought the plague to Birmingham in 1838. So yeah, they casted Maximum Shrek to be Orlog the vampire in this because he's so ugly. And they didn't put any makeup on him. Literally, all they did was give him fake teeth and fake ears. He looks like this. I've long since sought the cause of the terrible epidemic and found the origin of the climax in the innocent fears of Jonathan Harker and his young wife, Nina. Ooh. I guess Shrek is also German for horror, so it's maximum horror playing a vampire. Man, I'm using the typecast because right. Do you know about Scarlet Sisters? I don't think so. I think I've heard the name, but like honestly, I don't. Nothing's coming to mind right now. Dude, you're pretty creepy. I'm sure this is like the human guy. Shrek is indeed a German word. Aww. Don't pet it like that. He's a right? That's what I'm saying. If I didn't know any better, I'd say he's the monster. Wait, young man, you can't escape destiny by running away. Is he sweet enough to his SO, right? I think? Question mark? Agent Renfield was a strange man, and there was very unpleasant rumors about him. Yeah, like maybe that he's a thrall? He looks like he'd been through it. I guess I didn't check all of it, but I don't know if this is the version that we're gonna see the tints or not. Which one is Renfield? Well, it's the one that ran up to him, I'm pretty sure. Or it's this guy right here. Oh, that guy. Okay, that guy in the back with the hat. Sorry, that was so quick. That guy in the back with the hat on. Oh, here's an important letter for Transylvania. Count Dracula wishes to buy a house in our city. Ooh. I guess the hunchback dude. Oh, yeah. And like the actual Dracula movies, he's super, super fucked up. It's a good opportunity for you, Harker. The Count is rich and free with his money. Okay, so Harker is main dude that was flirting with his girlfriend. They all look creepy enough to be the vampire. No, shit, I got sidetracked when I was giving a fun fact. Okay, so there's a scene a little bit ago where the guy in the back had that hat and his head was down. I think we'll get another shot of him. I'm not sure, but that's Dracula. That's the guy who plays Dracula in the Dracula movie that comes out like 10 years after this or whatever. The one in the really famous looking Dracula. The iconic one. Oh fuck, I forget the year and everything. Shit. But yeah, that's a fun fact that I thought was super interesting. He's like in this movie, just not the vampire. He's just one of the accountants in this office or whatever. Very ominous. What matters if it costs you a little blood? True. This just looks so, like, uncanny, the buildings. The house facing yours. That should suit him. Leave at once, my young friend, and don't be frightened if people speak of Transylvania as the land of phantoms. Smacking his hand. Oh, did people really do their hair like that? I may be away for several months, you know. Renfield is sending me to some last corner of the Carpathians. She looks like she doesn't give a fuck. Even when he gave her the flowers, she was just like, is that it? Don't worry about how creepy everyone says it is. It's fine. Parker left Nina with his good friends, Westerna and his wife Lucy. Oh, how sweet! These are the same flowers I put on my mother's grave. Thank you, dear. My, how times change. Don't worry, Nina, nothing will happen to me. The fact that he had to leave his wife with his friend and his wife so Nina could get babysat. Like, he couldn't leave his wife alone. She's all dressed in black, like she's ready to like be like, oh yeah, he's dead. Also, they don't like know it's a vampire. It's weird how like they're just like, oh no, he's gonna die on this like mission to go talk to this count. Like, come on. Yeah. Surely nothing will happen in the land of ghosts. God, I wonder. I didn't look into that. Was Transylvania really so like shit on back then? From relay to relay, through the dust raised by stages, Harker hurried on. Are they thinking that? I figured it was just expecting to be gone for a few months. Well, I don't know. The way that like she was like crying and pleading him not to go. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Like he definitely did say he'd be gone in a few months. But like, I don't know. The way she was like acting like she was gonna die, like he was gonna die. I guess that's what got me like, bruh. Wow, what service? He dusted the chair for him and everything. Wow. Here you go, sir. Have your drink. It's definitely not laced with poison. Dinner quickly. I should already be at the Count Dracula's castle. Every old man in winter. Dracula's castle. Nah, she's doing the Willy Wonka's thing. Oh wait, don't go, stop. She clearly wasn't happy with his trip. Yeah. I just, the way she was like all in black and like crying, I just like, it's only a few months, girl. Keep it together. Good lord. You must not leave now. The evil spirits become all-powerful after dark. I guess even people in Transylvania say this kind of stuff. I wonder if she knew something about this place? Oh, a hyena! Oh, apparently... Sorry. That was the other fun fact, is that apparently in this one, the vampire can't turn into bats. It was like the devil's creatures, like hyenas and stuff like that. Wonder if he's supposed to be the puppy idiot running headlong into danger. Maybe. He just seems jazzed to get paid for this. Good to know. Yeah. See, yeah. When we see hyenas, we're supposed to think vampires. Not bats in this one. Bats don't come till later. Oh, and it's looking like the version I have here is all black and white. Because this movie was filmed always in the daytime, because of course it was, it's 1922, they don't have the means to film at night. What they did in some releases is that, like, when the night scenes were on, they'd put a blue filter over it so that you'd think it was nighttime. But that just made everything look like cerulean. It's really funny. The Book of the Vampires. Wonder how they got hyenas for the film. That's a good question, actually. So in 1443, the first Nosferatu was born. The name rings like every cry of a bird of prey, never speak it aloud. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that, like, after this film, there was a few more weird financial decisions, so they completely went bankrupt after it. So I got no idea how they were able to financially afford a hyena. Well, some modern films do that, and it still looks awful, right? Oh man, but maybe afterwards, if we remember, I'll show you like a screen grab or like a screenshot of like the blue tinted versions they did. Because it's like they would do the tint the yellow, which is kind of the one that I had for the thumbnail. I tinted it a little bit more though, just for fun thumbnail sake. But yeah, no, the blue ones I'm like, that's ridiculous. It looks more like daytime now. It was so intense how they did it. But this one's just all black and white, so we're just gonna have to kind of guess if it's day or nighttime. I'm guessing it's daytime now because he's like waking up out of bed. It's a little bit early to ask, would you play with vampire games like Castlevania, Vampires, Masquerade, etc.? Of course. Yes, I would love to play vampire games on here. I don't know why I haven't yet. Like, yeah, I played one, but it was before I had my VTuber model. I played Vampire. Men do not always recognize the dangers that beasts can sense at certain times. But yeah, I definitely plan to play those. I just don't know when. I was also thinking about like changing the schedule around a little bit. Like maybe just focusing on a game or two during the week instead of like just having like we'd play Cult of the Lamb more than one night a week and that way we'd get it done faster and just start a new game. But I haven't fully decided yet what we'd do. I also definitely want to stream more. I just, man, work just doesn't allow it. Working full time just leaves very little room. This dude especially can't sense dangers, right? He's like the golden retriever of, I'm sure it's fine. He's got that copium going. He's just thinking about getting paid. Honestly, go off, though. Do we have much more to do in Coldland? I figure we're close to the end. No, we're about halfway. Believe it or not. We're at like the halfway point of the game. Hurry, the sun will soon be setting. $19.22 Keiichi, yeah. He's gonna see this vampire, like, ripping apart an animal and be like, I'm sure he didn't mean it. We will go no further, sir. Not for a fortune. We will go no further. Here begins Land of the Phantoms. He's just laughing about it. Nah, I ain't afraid of no ghosts, he says. And when we had crossed the bridge, the phantoms came to meet. Call me a Ghostbuster because I'm afraid of no ghosts. Boy, they are booking it. Wow. There he is! There he is! He pointed. Get in the fucking coach, boy. Seeing how fast that carriage skedaddles, I don't know, it's just giving me a good giggle. It's like a really old stop motion thing. It looks so weird. Oh. Oh. For the first time ever, he suspects something might be a bit off. Get in there, boy. I'm out. Not a word was spoken. Mysterious man came in the night and was like, yeah. Alright, have fun, I'm out. You are late, young man. It's almost midnight. My servants have all retired. You ever been to Romania? I haven't, no. Of course I want to go, though. I do really want to see Like the actual Dracula castle. That'd be so cool. Oh, sick checkered floor. So aesthetic. It's like that meme of the Edgar Allan Poe where he's holding the note and then he holds it closer and just squints at it. Is it still there? It should be. As far as I know, it's still there. Or at least, like, if it's not the original castle, it's like a rebuilt one. It should still be there to tour, though, I'm pretty sure. At least it was there a couple years ago when I was looking into it. Goodness, is that the time? Oh. He cut his thumb. Oh boy. Oh man. Blood. Your precious blood. Never looked into it, so that's wild. Yeah, from what I understand, like, the castle itself, there's only, I mean, you can only go in so many parts of it. But when I was looking at a tour video of it a couple years ago, it's like the lower part of the castle is, like, set up as a museum for Vlad Tepes. Let us chat together for a moment, my friend. There are still several hours till dawn, and I have the whole day to sleep. He just wanted to suck your thumb. What's a little thumb sucking among friends? As the sun rose, Parker felt himself feed from the oppression of the night. The dude out. He's knocked out. Oh my god. Oh yeah, big stretch. Good morning. Oh my god, checking the neck for bites? Bruh. He's like, good. Not dead, wasn't bit. Now let's sell a house. Vampire that sleeps at night. I wonder how different modern vampires compared to 1912. I mean, they are pretty different. But Nosferatu, he definitely sleeps during the day. He was like, let's stay up all night. I sleep during the day. And now it's daytime because, like, he woke up and Nosferatu wasn't there. So now he's, like, out on the town. Oh, you good. Don't worry about it. I mean, there are definitely other vampire interpretations where the vampire isn't weak to sunlight, but in this one, he still very much is. That's a cool fact, too, is that the Bram Stoker's Dracula, it never once says that vampires die in sunlight. He just kind of hints at the fact that vampires are weakened in daylight, But he never says outright that they die in sunlight. That's something that this movie actually cements in everyone's minds. This is the movie that started that lore that vampires die in sunlight. All ones before this, all vampire media before this, it was never a thing. Like, there's only a couple vampire movies that came before this one, even. There's, like, one that came out in 1920, allegedly, called The Death... Just, no, the one that came out in 1920 was just called Dracula, allegedly. But there's no... It's, like, lost media. There's no record of it, so... Did it exist? Did it not? We're not 100% sure. Some sources say it did. But then the only actual one that we know before was one that came out a year before this in Hungary, I believe. It was called The Death of Dracula. That is the only vampire movie that came out before this that we still have record of. And even then, it's just a screenshot. The actual film is totally lost. So this is the oldest surviving full-length vampire movie that still exists. So that's neat. As twilight came on, the empty castle became alive with menacing shadows. His little hat. The way he looks at him like, what do you want? These slow turns are sending me. Is this your wife? What a lovely throat. Bruh. Bruh. Yes, anyway. That old mansion seems quite satisfactory. We shall be neighbors. Nosferatu drinks the blood of the young. The blood is necessary for his own existence. One can recognize the mark of a vampire by the trace of his fangs on the victim's throat. Bruh. He's just standing there, menacingly. Oh my god, it's just like that one SpongeBob episode. Yeah, that'll show him. You hide under those covers. Going on her tiptoes. That same night in Bremen, in a somnambulistic dream. What the fuck kind of... What word was that? Wow. Oh, look at his... Wow, that pipe is like 2 feet long. Back with pizza. Awesome. My garlic nuts. Nina? Oh. Okay, I guess she did need a babysitter. Jesus. The doctor! Quickly! Jonathan, Jonathan, hear me. Wait, no. Nina was the wife of his friend, wasn't it? No. Nina's his wife? The friend's wife is like Loretta or something like that. That's his wife, though. I recognize that awful hair. Bye, I guess? Got your names back. No worries. I mean, I can't blame you. Literally, the only thing we've got to tell their names is like the fucking, what is dialogue cards that pop up every now and then. Otherwise, we got nothing. A sudden fever. The doctor laid Nina's trances into some unknown disease. Since then it had learned that she had sensed the menace of Nosferatu that very night, and Harker, far away, had heard her cry of a warning. Wow. That's some bullshit right there. Each day that passes, his hair gets a little poofier. Yeah, I mean, you already sold the house, didn't you? Just leave. Meanwhile, miles away, Harker wakes up, still the same plucky idiot as before. Yeah, facts. Oh, do not. Harker, no! Now what? You did this in for what? Yeah, just go. This man obeys video game logic. You really do, though. Open? Yeah, open. Well, saw a coffin. Had to see what was in it. Had to make sure. To his credit, he's still in this castle. Oh my god. Who knows if it has a piece of heart in it? Shit. Oh, that was good though. Nosferatu just carrying the coffin and being like, yep, don't mind me. You know how they did the fast bits? I didn't look into it. If I had to guess, they just played the film faster. They recorded it at the one speed and then just rolled the tape faster when they showed it. That is my only guess. The men little suspected what terrible cargo they were carrying down that valley. No, the opposite? Really? They record it slower and then play it at a normal speed? Oh, that's so cool! Some peasants brought him here last evening. He still has a high fever. See, that's spooky, because what if it's the Spanish flu? Coffins. Coffins filled the earth with earth. They actually still do it for some films to give it that old kind of aesthetic. Oh, that's so cool. The movement looks more choppy. Yeah. That makes sense. That's really cool, though. Bruh. Rats. Spooky. Nosferatu was en route, and with him disaster approaching Brennan. At the same time, Dr. Van Helsing was giving a course on the secrets of nature and their strange correspondence to human life. Music really do add to the vibes. Good. Yes, it's good. I'm glad I found this version, because like when I first was looking for a version of this to like have, the professor told the students about the existence of a Bernoulli's plant. Sounds, yes. Like the first version I found of this, actually, they didn't have any of the music with it at all, so I was like, so I had to keep looking. I'm glad I found this one though. I noticed there was like some other versions of it where it's like all the music was replaced with like jazz versions of the sounds. So I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know how to feel about Nosferatu approaching me with smooth jazz. Good version so far. Yeah, I agree. Astonishing, isn't it, gentlemen? That plant is a vampire of the vegetable kingdom. I wouldn't call that a vampire. Nosferatu held Renfield under his influence from afar. see that jazz version. That patient who was brought in yesterday has gone out of his mind. Imagine Nosferatu going around with jazz hands. Yeah. Jazz hands. Blood. Blood. And now, gentlemen, here's another type of vampire. The polyp with claws? Oh. Yeah, that kind of made me uncomfortable, I won't lie. Transparent, without substance, almost a phantom. Spiders. It had to be spiders. Why they gotta be spiders everywhere? Nina was often seen among dunes, watching and waiting for her husband's return. Wait until Harker's boss man here remembers that he has blood himself. Yeah, I remember like one of the vampires in Salem's Lot does that. He tries drinking his own blood. It doesn't work for him. That's kind of eerie how there's just crosses out on the beach. Ah, he's coming back to see her. Good. Oh yeah. I guess he must have been like a hospital or church or something. He had a fever. That's right. That nun's like, you fucked, bro. You fucked. Can't tell if she was excited or worried, right? Right. Dracula on that boat. Oh my god. That was a recent movie that came out, called The Demeter. It was just entirely about that chapter in the book where Dracula's on the boat. It was so good. So good. New plague baffles science. New plague has broken out, causes 2 bloody marks on the neck in each victim that baffles medical professions. Vampirism. Wow, that's creepy. But yeah, that's part of the reason why they made him look so rat-like, was because the Spanish flu was mainly spread around by rats. And so him being able to control a horde of rats and looking so rat-like, and the whole thing being called like a plague, people were fucking terrified of this when it came out. He looked so ecstatic about the flu. Aboard the Demeter, first one man was stricken, then all. Ah yes, the Demeter. Probably treating it pretty similar to the Black Plague. Yeah, I would have to guess, right? And the Spanish flu killed, like, so many people. That hammock looked mad comfy though. I want one. Oh, that's a spooky way to do that. That was cool. They like had like Nosferatu over there, but like he was only in the shadows. That was neat looking. One evening at sundown, the captain and his first mate buried the last man of their crew. I'm going below. I want to have a look at the hole. Wonder how they did that effect with Nosferatu disappearing. What I think they do it is like they'll take a picture and then just slowly remove that picture. Like they take a picture with him standing there and a picture without him standing there. And so they'll just slowly remove the picture from on top of where he was, on top of the picture that doesn't have him in there. I don't know exactly how to do it, but that's the technique, I guess. Is that the word? Oh, oh, he's so tall. That iconic shot, yeah. Oh, he's lurking. He's lurking. Despite all sorts of obstacles, Harker pushed on towards Brennan. Meanwhile, driven by that fatal breath of the vampire, the vessel moved rapidly towards the Baltic. How you doing, girl? You holding up? Oh. I guess they had him reflecting glass, only visible with bright light, and they slowly dimmed the light so you can only see the room through the glass. Ooh, I wonder. That's a really thoughtful way to do it, though. I would have never guessed that. Girl, quit fucking picking at our tree, she says. Oh god. He's coming. I must go to meet him. She goes walking on her tiptoes again. It's so weird. Some of these shots, though, that turn was creepy. 100%. I was just thinking, I'm like, damn, they could have made her the vampire too. She's giving me, like, really weird vibes. Wonder if it's supposed to be like, if she was being lifted by his vampiric influence. Man, IDK, she shouldn't have any vampire influence right now, but I don't know, man. Maybe. It's so weird. The master is coming. The master is here. I mean, she's still being influenced by him either way. It's true. It's true. Yeah, you use those psychic powers. Yo, what a shot. Oh no. Mr. Policeman. Ah! So Boss Man calls Nosferatu Master. Yeah, looks like it. I've I have long tried to understand why Nosferatu traveled with the earth-filled coffins. Recently I discovered that to preserve their diabolic power, vampires must sleep during the day in the same unhallowed ground in which they had been buried. Ooh. Wonder if he was the boss's master before the film started. True, such a good shot there. I think so. I think that was the deal, is that, like, he went there, because then he knew Nosferatu needed a place here. So he went there first as a recon mission, came back, was like, yo, he needs a place, you go. But yeah, so there he is, just carrying the coffin around. So we're supposed to think it's night, but it very much just looks like him just carrying around in broad daylight. Look at all these disease-ridden rats. Rats! Oh shit. A rat. A rat. Hard to read at night as being black and white. I know, right? I think that's why in later, like, other versions, they put on those filters to try and, like, be like, alright, the blue is nighttime, and the yellow is daytime. because they had to film it all in the day, of course. And then being in black and white just doesn't help its case much. Nina girl is going through it, though. Oh my goodness. It's like, where do I set up shop? Where should I put my coffin? Jonathan, thank God you are saved. Now I feel that I too have been saved. Imagine seeing this dude walking around the neighborhood with his coffin. That's what I'm saying. It just, the way he's like Scooby-Doo tiptoes too with it, just, huh? Oh shit, there he go! Look outside Tim Bam, he's just there having a quick stroll with his giant wooden box. And there he is, sailing with his giant wooden box. He's like, ah yes, I do love a good kayak ride with my coffin. Like, there's some times where I feel like these vampire movies, there's some shenanigans. But that was a big shenanigan. The fact that when he disappears, so does his coffin. Come on. Oh, I love it. Wonder if this is before or after that running water bit of folklore. Definitely before. 4, I think. I don't know, they kind of talked about it a little bit. Oh wow, he got fucked up too. Jesus. Um, they talked about it a little bit, like he just so long as he sleeps on the ground, he's okay. So that's why he needed all that dirt when he was on the ocean. We couldn't find a single living soul on board. If you want the full deets of what happened on the boat, again, highly recommend watching the Demeter that came out last year. Super good movie. Should have gone through OSP's vampire dissection before watching. Shit, you're right. I'm sorry, I failed. I should have had more vampire lore ready. I mean, a lot of stuff is newer vampire lore. It's kind of weird. I kind of talked about it a little bit ago, where it's like this, like before this was the movie that decided vampires die in daylight. This was the movie. Before this, it was just like, oh, they're kind of weaker in the sun. Like in Bram Stoker's Dracula, like the vampire book, you know? Never once has it said that Dracula can't go in sunlight. It just said, he kind of hints at the fact that it could make him weaker. Oh no, you met yourself? But that's okay. I mean, I should too, honestly. Because that, like the whole, I love doing these like watch-alongs, and I like it like when there's like, I can provide some fun facts or like information or history or something. And I love vampires so much, I should just be always knowledgeable. I should have all the answers all the time. That's why I feel like, ah, shit, you're right. I should do better. I will in the future. It's cute. It's like really interesting to see the way they like work around not being able to have voices, right? We're seeing a lot of them like reading letters or reading notes instead of just being able to say the lines. I think it's really interesting. That's like a cool way to think about it, I guess. Wait, aren't they sparkling? Do not. But yeah, no. I hate Twilight. Did I read every book at least 3 times? Yeah. Did I see every movie at its midnight premiere? Yeah. Does that mean it's a good vampire movie? Fuck no. Was it still a vampire movie? Air quotes on vampire? Yeah. Send myself into the back room for that. You really should. I just like that author definitely has gotten flamed enough. But I just hate how she didn't do any research whatsoever. It's cool if she had a dream about a girl dating a vampire. Like, that's what she says she got the idea for Twilight for, right? The plague is here. Stay in your houses. Like, that's how she says she got the idea that Edward was going to be a vampire. Because in her dream, a vampire came and took Bella. But the thing is, if you hear her description of the man in the dream, he's sparkly, he bites people. I forget what the other things were. He can like basically fly through the woods. He likes nature, stuff like that. It's like she gave like the textbook description of what a pixie was. And that's how she wrote her vampires. She wrote them as pixies, and it thoroughly annoys me. But that's like a whole nother live stream topic discussion that we could get into about why I think Twilight is very wrong for very objective reasons and also subjective reasons. But that is not today. City to bring their sick to the what? You're not giving us the rest of the notice. He's sparkly and he bites with the eye. Sounds like a snake to me. I mean, also fair, but like the glittery skin, that's very like old school pixie. and pixies bit people. Like, she never once, like, was like, oh yeah, and then in the dream he sucked her blood. No. He's like, oh, yeah, he bit her. And then what? That's it. He just bit her. Like, hello? That's a pixie. That's not a vampire. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. uh. Imagine if that was still a job today. To just walk around the city or town with your drum every couple of blocks yelling out, Ayo, bring out your dead. Bring out your dead. Oh, this guy putting crosses on the doors. Yeah, that'll help. That'll stop him. Bruh. What a different time. Oh, why didn't he mark that door? Maybe he looked inside and saw it was somebody he didn't like, so they're like, you don't get to be saved. Just walk around being a giant Monty Python restaurant. Yeah. But, like, imagine, like, having that job. Like, instead of, for the people who, like, don't have smartphones or news on their phones, to be that guy walking around the city being like, stock market dropped 5 points. Nina promised her husband to never open the Book of Vampires, but she found herself unable to resist it. Oh yeah, he brought home that book that he found. Wow, she's having a good time reading that book. My goodness. Yeah, she sniffs it too, like... Yeah, get in there. Get your vampirisms. That a girl. One can recognize the mark of the vampire by the trace of his fangs on the victim's throat. We already read this. Stop reminding us. 0 out of 10. Had to read the same subtitle twice. Only a woman can break his frightful spell. A woman's pure heart, who will offer her blood freely to Nosferatu. Oh yeah, she's reading. Yeah. Looked like it. Needs a little private time to do that reading. Oh, this will keep the vampire by her side until after the cock has crowed. Nah, that's ADHD out of 10. Shit, you right? The fuck are you doing with my book, woman? You're lucky I can't beat you on camera. Or maybe he will. I don't know. This is a really old movie. Oh, you cool? You good with that? I didn't expect a woman who disobeyed to not be beaten. At least 100 years ago. Look, every night in front of me. Yeah, square up. Oh, he's backing up. Oh. Just the thought of Nosferatu in his coffin be like, I'm gonna take him out right now. Got him. Bring out your dead. On the lighter. I light your lights. The townspeople lived in mortal terror. Who was sick or dying? Who will be stricken tomorrow? Sniped by the vampire through the window. Yeah. My ancient vampire weapon. A sniper rifle. One shot, 360. No scope. Yeah. Don't be frightened. I will get the professor. That chair looked hella comfy. Girl, chill. Oh, wow. He be doing work. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 coffins there? Wow. Woof. Nosferatu like, I didn't come here to fuck around. Those beds with all those blankets also look comfy AF. Oh my god, you're so right. I want to be in a burrito. A bed burrito. Only a woman can break his frightful spell. Offer her blood freely to Nosferatu, and he will stand there until the sun comes up. Because he will not leave you. He's like, damn, someone actually liked me? He's be so impressed that you look past his ugliness that he will kill himself. Peace. Grabbing a tortilla like, alright, Godspeed. I saw him escape. He strangled his keeper. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, he's on the run, like literally. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. The whole town's after him. Oh my god. Nosferatu's laughing in his coffin, be like, hey, I'm gonna get away with it. They all think it's him. What a troll. Oh shit. Oh, they're throwing shit back at him. Oh. Oh. Like, damn, you guys gonna throw stuff? I'm getting out of here. Skedaddle, my guy. Imagine being in one of those houses. Oh my god. Right? Just the funks on the roof, like, what the fuck? I don't ich lieben das? You see the whole mob running outside after a dude with no question and just start running at the dude as well. We're really tight-knit neighborhood. If you got a problem with him, I got a problem with it. Shit, you're never gonna see your master if you keep running, bro. Oh, here they come. That's crazy. How did they get around him like that? Okay. Oh. I see. I was like, what are we looking at? I see. I didn't see it, but it sounds like ich lieben dich, which means I love you. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what it looked like. Okay, that's what she was writing then on that tapestry, was I love you. Oh, look at him squaring up in the distance, Jesus. Oh, it was a scarecrow. Oh, he tricked him, I bet. He looks so offended. It's weird that he brought that book home, which had the answer to kill Nosferatu in it, and it was just like, no one read this. Now that I'm thinking about it, because he was like, don't touch my vampire book. But she read it, and that's how she knows how to kill him. Interesting. She's like, looking at him like, bruh, you locked my door. Nosferatu is standing there menacing, bit down perfectly. Yeah. It's like, I'm gonna go this way. I'll see you downstairs. I'll see you. She's like, oh my fucking god, downstairs. Oh, hell yeah. You use that psychic energy on those doors. Hell yeah. He looks so tall. It's weird, but they shown the text for how to kill him like 3 times, but haven't seemed to start out a plan or anything. Right? That's what I'm saying. She's the only one, too, that seems to know. The professor. Call the professor. I mean, like, he read the book, so it's like he knows, but I guess he's just scared to let his wife offer herself, maybe? But yeah, she definitely knows how to do it. She herself has read it, like, twice. At least. And still, like, it seems like this is her trying to get the plan going. But it really looks like she's just being vampirized, like, Nosferatu's telling her to let him in and stuff. This other legendary shot, him going up the stairs. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Those shadows, yeah. It looks so good. Such a cool shot. Yeah. Yeah, use your shadow hand. Oh, okay. Van Helsing be like, what you mean, vampire? Just a chef's kiss. Great shots. Yeah. Did you imagine? He like ran to that professor, be like, help my wife. And he's like, okay, I'll help her. But you gotta help me get dressed first. Uh-oh. Master. Master, beware! Uh-oh, the crow. Yeah. The roosters. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Oh shit, they're like, get the fuck down. The rooster crowed. You done fucked up now, Nosferatu? Psh, a pile of ash. Master is dead. Oh no. Ripping pasta. Jonathan. Pepperoni and pepperoni. The heavy is dead. At that moment, as if by miracle, the sick no longer died, and the stifling shadow of the vampire vanished with the morning sun. The end. Yeah! Ugh. Hell yeah! Woo! Yay! Vampire movie! We did it! We watched Nosferatu. There. We have enjoyed some cinematic history there. That's the oldest surviving vampire movie. Woo! Yeah! Mm, that's so good. So yeah, so that guy, like, she, no makeup. That's what he looked like. That's, bruh. I guess at that time too, because he was in a lot of works, people knew that actor. And some of them actually began thinking he was a vampire. And that led to like 30 years later, like after this, I think. I think it was about 30 years after this. Someone else made a movie that was called like The Shadow of Dracula or something. So many good shots. Yeah, yeah. They made like a movie after this that was like a fictional shit documentary, like a fictional documentary about how they made this movie. A face only a mother could love, right? Where it's like they're showing like how the actor was actually a vampire and stuff in it, and like people, there's like fan theories saying that like, oh, what if it's true? This movie was made so long ago. What if he actually was a vampire and stuff like that? I thought that was cool too. Like that spawned its own lore that this actor was an actual vampire because he was just so good at his role. Mm-hmm. But yeah, how did everybody else like it? I mean, I liked it. I thought it was good. Super glad we got to watch it together. Lama. Listen. It's like in that same vein. At least this one seems more plausible. It's in the same vein as like when that second Blair Witch movie came out and everyone thought that it was like true or whatever. Wonder if it was like the first fake documentary. Maybe. Like deliberately fake. Maybe. But yeah. It was a neat film. Good, good. Glad we liked it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just such a staple for like if you like horror or vampire movies. It's just like one of those ones that's like everyone's like, yeah, no, check it out, you'll see. But yeah, him dying at the end to sunlight. That's what they decided how they were going to end it because obviously they couldn't end it the same way Bram Stoker's Dracula did because that lady was constantly trying to like shoot down their project. And yeah, I mean they changed a lot of other things like they combined characters, got rid of some other ones, stuff like that. Like Nina is very obviously just Mina, just a slightly different role, of course. But yeah, super great, super good. It was longer than I thought. I thought it was only like an hour. Or is this third stream? Bruh. We'll have to have a. I'll have to make that a stream at some point to just go over like some vampiric histories with you guys. That'd be really fun. I would definitely enjoy it. I should. Why haven't I done that sooner? Probably because I'm stupid. Um, just one singular brain cell rolling around in here. You know. I'll get it together. Don't worry. Yeah, but definitely I'd want to do more vampire related stuff because that's where my passions are. I think. So yeah, we'll definitely have to play some more vampire games. I think if we don't start with like a vampire run in Skyrim, we'll definitely start with Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Film was longer than you thought too. Mm. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, especially for how old it is too. I'm amazed that it's this long. But hey, good on them, right? Yeah, I found an hour too. But shit, but shit. Um, yeah, I think the schedule's already out for this week's stream, so nothing really to go over. I might, may or may not have a surprise stream tomorrow when we'll play some Cult of the Lamb, because that's when their big update is getting released is tomorrow. So we might do like a really tiny stream tomorrow. Maybe. I'll see. We'll see how work goes. May or may not be a surprise stream. May or may not. But other than that, it's kind of the same. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe in February though we might do some like changing around where instead of like playing just a whole bunch of random games and then Saturdays and Sundays are the same two games over and over again, we'll just mix it up a bit. The face. Yeah. So that's all I got for you little lamb chops tonight. And I hope you have sweet dreams and a good evening. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for coming too, by the way. Thanks for coming and watching a movie with me. Always appreciate you guys. Always. Alright. Well, good night, little lamb chops. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.